As you can tell, I'm outside today. We're doing a personality test. Well, at least I want to see what my personality is. Because my personality, I don't know what it's like. People say I'm nice. Some people, like, it depends on who you talk to. Like, and he's just quiet. I mean, that could be a lot. I don't know. So I would like to know based off of science, I guess. You regularly make new friends. Let's say agree, because I think I'm kind of nice. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your. That's true. I would agree with that, because what is Instagram for? What is Pinterest for? Come on. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel. Yes, big yes. It's sad. It's not sad, but it's just I get strong empathy pains, sympathy pains. It's crazy. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. But I get short with my attitude, so whatever. At social events, you really try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Oh, that's definitely me. Antisocial, You're very sentimental. I am very sentimental. I do not feel comfortable. It's an outer body experience whenever that does happen to me, because, like I said, I'm very antisocial. But I like talking to people at the same time, which is just weird. This is 20%. Dang. Okay. You are more inclined to follow your head. Follow my head than my heart. Definitely follow. I have the logical aspect down much better than what I'm feeling, because what I'm feeling can. Well, if I do what I was feeling back in the day, well, not back in the day, but like a while ago, I'd be in trouble. So definitely thinking with my head, but I gotta let the Holy Spirit take over sometimes, because I'm like, Jesus, what do I do? So, yes, I have to say I agree with that, but also not agree, because I'm like, agree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you. Sometimes I can't. We'll have the conversation, right? And it's interesting. And I'll go back. No, I'll not go back. Later in the day, I'll think for hours how I could have spoken certain things better in the conversation. I would love to make a good impression on people, so I overanalyze. Those shower thoughts? Like, I have conversations in the shower. Don't look at me like I'm weird. I know you do it too. Like, you have arguments with the shampoo bottle. All over Instagram. I know thousands of people have that. Be quiet. You enjoy participating in group activities. I do. I really do. Now, you like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. No. Tell me what the ending is, and if I don't like it, I don't like the movie. If I like it, I like the movie. That's your job. I'm going to school for biology. I'm not going for school in entertainment. So, you went to school for that. You have a job doing it. You get paid to do that. So why are you making me do your job? Does that make sense? It makes sense. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to... Yes. Actually, yes. Yeah. You avoid leadership roles in groups. I actually gravitate to leadership roles because I like telling people what to do. I know that sounds bad. I just like telling people what to do. I disagree. I like leadership roles. We're definitely not, but the problem is me like saying that I like leadership roles. So then I'll just end up being a sheep rather than the shepherd. I'm definitely not an artistic. Oh, I'm disagree. Look, I made that. I drew that. Come on now, artistic. I am. You think the world would be you think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality than less on their feelings? Oh, definitely. If we just said the facts instead of our feelings, so much would be accomplished. My goodness. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? Sometimes I'm tired. I'm like, I'll leave it for later. But then again, sometimes I just have random bursts of energy. Like, I have to do this right now. So, neutral. You enjoy watching people argue. I do. It's entertaining. And I know you feel the same way. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I don't draw attention to myself. At least I try not to. But then again, in my head, when I do something embarrassing, I feel like the whole world is looking at me. And I have a YouTube channel, so I'm like, hey, look at me. But then in person, I'm like, don't look at me. So, what's wrong with me? You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Yeah, I have been, but I have an answer to it. You die, you know? You're dead. But then there's the second coming. With Jesus. The first in Christ shall rise first. Period. Yes, I have been fascinated with it. It's just interesting to me. I love it. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Now that's a toughie because I've been told that I'm a homebody. But then again, I'm fine with other people, at least people that I'm comfortable with. So it's like I can be in my room for like 5 days and not know it's been 5 days. Not know it's been 5 days. Definitely knowing that it's been 5 days, but have it not faze me that I haven't seen anyone in 5 days. But then again, I love to be with people. So let's go with neutral. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets hotly theoretical? Theoretically speaking, no, because sometimes I like the theoreticals. Like, what if this happened and you were just like, bam, and I was like, whoa, you know? Like, it just doesn't... You find it easy to empathize with the person whose experiences are very different from yours. I find it easier to understand where you're coming from if I know your background. But if you're just like being completely rude and just stupid, I don't feel bad for you, because I'm like, there are other people in the world that have gone through your situation and act better. So like, how are you gonna let that affect your character and your behavior? I'm talking to myself right now. Wow, preaching to myself, crazy. But I would say I'm just gonna go with this one. This one. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Yeah, I second guess myself sometimes. After a long and exhausting week, no, I do not. After a long and exhausting week, I don't need a grand social event. I need to talk to Jesus, get in my bed, and watch Hulu. That's what I need to. That's pretty much it. Or something on YouTube that's gonna pique my interest. Just a movie night, you know, or maybe relax with a couple friends. But a big social event, that's gonna add more stress to me because I barely function with people as it is. So no. You enjoy going to... No, I don't. I really hate it. Let's look at their art, especially old art, like from the 1800s, 17th century. No, I don't. If it's not necessarily a modern art museum, but some of it's just boring. Like, I want to interact with this stuff. I want someone to talk to me, or like let me experience. Like, I want to touch and feel. Oh, you can't take pictures. You can't look at. You can't touch it. I don't like that. It's boring. Like, I'm sorry. It's boring. But I do like art. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. We're not gonna talk about that. You rarely feel insecure. Are we getting deep today? Sometimes I'm like, okay. When I look in the mirror, sometimes I'm like, looking great today, 10 out of 10. And then other days I'm like, I'm not liking the hair. Let's do something with that. After I already did it. And then other times I'm like, bro, you just fat, but I'm thin. So it's like, what the heck? I don't know. I would say both, but I don't really. It's not most days I'm like, I'm just chill. I don't think about it. So Then again, I'm pretty sure this brings me back to my childhood where I was bullied for being fat, so that might be why the childhood trauma is sinking in. Anyway, you avoid making phone calls. Especially to relatives. I love you, but I really don't like the phone calls. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. Anyway, I like FaceTime. FaceTime calls or texting. Phone calls? FaceTime. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from me. I don't spend a lot of time at all. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates everything. Well, at home I was. Yeah, at home I was like, guys, what are we doing? Where are we going? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? Let's make this happen. But now there's another alpha. So no, I have to agree. Every new chapter of your life requires a different part of you. So this is a different part of me saying no, I don't necessarily do that. So whatever. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time. Oh yes, definite. Like, you know when you try to go to bed at night and your brain does this thing where it's like, remember that one thing you did 10 years ago? You still sleepy? Why? Just why? Did you know I was coming to make a YouTube video today? Did you know? Who tipped you off? Was it the geese? I hate insects. I saw it go somewhere, and now I have no idea where it is. Jesus, please protect me. Yes, I'm still bothered. Yes, I am. I am still bothered. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Sometimes I'm like, this is my hand. And other times I'm like, that's a tree. So disagree. But then again, I don't think about it all the time. So it's like, what? Your emotions control you more than you control them. False. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And other times I'm like, look at you. So I don't. 80%, almost done. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy rather than organized, consistent efforts.
Are we about to kiss right now?
Moving on. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it takes for them to feel disappointed in you. Who feels like that? If this is are you guys okay? You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. You see, when we work together, we get stuff done. But if I don't like you, I'm doing it myself. When you work alone, there's just a piece you get. But when you work with people that like actually know what they're doing and you have a good relationship, it's great. So I'll have to put that one. Okay, you believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. I love philosophical questions. You feel more drawn to places with We're not going to talk about that. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Lowkey. It's back. It's back. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. You feel confident that things will work out for you. All things work together for those who love the Lord. Let's go with that. I am a male. Why is there other? What? Not go. Controversial. So, apparently, I'm an architect, so I'm in the wrong major. Architect. INTJA. Whatever that, I guess that means architect. Yeah. So, mind. Introverted. 64%. Makes perfect sense. The energy, I am more I'm intuitive rather than observant. Nature, 65% more thinking than feeling. That makes sense. Tactics, judging, 56%. Whoa. Does that make me judgment? Mental. We don't know about that one. Identity, assertive. I guess that means I'm. Social frustrations. Architects aren't known for being warm and fuzzy. They tend to prioritize rationality and success over politeness and pleasantries. In other words, they rather be right than popular. Oh, wow. That's me. Strengths and weaknesses. Okay, strengths. Rational. Yes. Architects pride themselves on their minds. For them, nearly any situation can become an opportunity to expand their knowledge and hone their rational thinking skills. Yeah, okay. Informed. Personality desire, architect, form of rational, evidence-based. Evidence-based opinions, yes. I need to see the facts. I need to see why this happened and why everyone thinks this happened. Like, I don't care about your opinion. Give me the facts. Independent. For these personality types, conformity is more or less synonymous with mediocrity. Whoa. Creative and self-motivated, architects strive to do things their own way. They can imagine few things more frustrating than allowing. Allowing rules or conventions to stand in the way of their success. My way or the highway. Determined. Curious and versatile. Weaknesses. Arrogant. Arrogant. I don't think I'm arrogant. Am I arrogant? Y'all tell me. I don't know. Dismissive of emotions. For architects, rationality is king, but emotional context or things are Lowkey, yeah. Dismissive of emotions. Oh my! I thought something was coming to kill me, but it was a leaf. Overly crucial. Oh, my mom tells me that all the time. She called me literal Larry. Oh my goodness. Combative. That makes sense. That does make sense. It's back. Romantically clueless. That one hurts. Architects' relentless rationality can lead them to be frustrated by romance. Especially in the early stages of a relationship, they may struggle to understand what's going on and how to behave. And if their relationships fall apart for reasons they don't understand, they can become cynical about matters of the heart, even questioning the importance of love and connection. That's about enough for today.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
We're not going to talk about that ever again. Anyway, Alex, thank you. Thank you so much for watching the video. I know you didn't have to watch it, but you did anyway, so that's why I'm thanking you. But I have more things for you to do because you're still here, right? Like the video because you liked it. I know you liked it. Like, press the like button because I'm pretty sure you liked it. Because you're still watching. Subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this and videos that are not like this at all. So I kind of like random stuff sometimes. Turn on the notification bell so you can be notified for whenever I post a video. Because I do them like every Friday. And if I don't do it every Friday, something's wrong. I'm too far away from the camera to be like, so